Hello peeps, Birding with Nick and Quinn here. Today I'm going to talk about how I found the rarest bird in the state of New York. Nick and I made a video last week about how to be a better birder. This is a part of it, how to find rarities, how I found them. Maybe you're asking yourself, how do you find a rare bird? A big thing that went into seeing these two rare birds is by seeing something that wasn't normal for a common bird to do, was the red-necked phalarope. A rare shorebird found deep in the ocean that feeds on small marine life. They only come ashore to breed in the Arctic tundra. The red-necked phalarope is related to the red phalarope. The Wilson's phalarope is more likely to be seen inland than the red-necked phalarope and red phalarope. I've seen all three phalarope species before this. I've never seen any of them more inland than seeing them from like a beach or a salt pans. How do you find these rare birds? You want to see a rare bird? Maybe like you go on Rare Bird Alert, you check, you go to a hotspot and you find a bird with like a bunch of other people. Yes, that counts as finding a rare bird, but it's not as special as finding your own rare bird. A lot of it's like being in the field and learning tricks. Like if you see a shorebird land on water, that's how I identified the phalarope. I saw a shorebird land on water and it was like all white, and that really struck me as off considering you're at a lake. So I did more research about it. Even little things like that, like if you see a bird flying in the sky, it looks like a swallow, but it has like two long things coming off the back, and it's very big. It's probably a swallowtail kite. And you just gotta look out for these little things when you're birding. Also, is never completely discount a rarity. If you're birding, going through your field guide, and nothing's adding up, maybe you should check if it's juvenile. If not, is it a rarity? There are different times of years that's better for rarities. We are entering the fall, so finding rarities is going to be a very big thing soon that you will probably be able to do yourself. Another thing about finding rarities is you gotta make sure you have evidence to back it up. If you see a bird, try to get pictures of it. Try your best to describe it. Tell it to the community. If it's a sensitive bird, like an owl or a bird that's endangered and people probably should not know about it, you should probably not report it. Another big thing is how to find rarities, ocean. If you go to the ocean, you have like a way better shot at seeing rarities. If you're out longer days, you have better shots at seeing rarities. The reason oceans are so good because a lot of birds are moving along the coast, so that's very good. Another way to check is Birdcast. Use Birdcast. It's really helpful. It tells you when birds are migrating, so you can get all the warblers in the fall. Another thing about Birdcast that's really good is it tells you like how many birds will be migrating. And the night Nick and I had the Kentucky warbler was the migration stopped, and I think like southwest winds may have brought it up. But birds could not go down, like, past southern New Hampshire. I think it was raining down there, so it cut off all the birds' route, but it was high migration everywhere else, so all the birds on the way down got trapped going into southern New Hampshire, and they all had to stay there, and then that's how we were able to find the Kentucky warbler. Actually, it wasn't southern New Hampshire, it was more like northern Mass, but it's about the same thing. Bring your field guide in the fields. There are some really good field guides. I like illustratings over pictures. Sure, you know all your common birds and common calls, so if you hear something cool, you'll be able to pick it out quick. Like if you can identify different birds in flight and like know their calls and know it's not a rarity and like you just have the chance to gloss over it. But if you do not know all your calls and you're hearing a bunch of noises and a clear rarity calls, you might not be able to figure it out because you're not able to separate it from all your other calls. Now I'll go into the part where I found the red-necked phalarope. I was on a boat. A lot of times when you see rarities, you might not be birding, you might be doing something else. Now I was on a boat. I looked behind me. Shorebird was flying. I'm like, oh, that might be a sanderling, but we were inland, so I was like, maybe not. Bird lands in our wake. We were on a boat. Inland. I'm confused. I'm like, phalarope. We go around and look at it. It's phalarope. When we come back home, and I immediately start typing up a report for eBirds. I didn't get any photos of it, but I thought it was really cool because rarities can happen at any time, anywhere, anytime at all. And that's a really important thing. We make other cool content, so you might as well watch that too. And then we might do a video on the Kentucky warbler Nick and I found at Horn Pond. That's it for now, peeps. We'll see you on the next episode. Yeah, you're all called peeps now.